So guys, because of time, throughout this, you can go and check out us as a company at GoPaperless.eu or GP Digital Cards, whatever you fancy. But I'm going to explain the who, the why, and the what. Okay, so who we are, really simple, group of pioneers, a group of independent businessmen and women who poured resources and put together a team of experts to provide the next generation of marketing tools for the mobile phone that could be integrated with any device or platform. Basically, we're turning your smartphone into a professional marketing tool by digitizing the business card concept. Now, we started our research back in 2017, and people asked us, why did we choose digital business cards? Because it wasn't something that was new. It had been around for a little while, but no one had quite got it right. But it soon became a practical solution to contactless marketing. Over the pandemic, it came into its own. What started off as a really simple idea of digitizing your card, and there's a lot of little apps and things out there for it, really came into its own during the pandemic. I'll explain why. The number of mobile users has exceeded 5 billion. Most households in the Western world have at least 2 mobiles in their household. But more importantly, more people access the internet via their mobile phone than any other device and check their phones on average 150 times a day, which is insane. But I think that's a lie, because I have a teenage son and he is surgically attached to his mobile phone. So for an awful lot of you, it's become a way of life. It's something you use every single day. But creating the digital card wasn't just an easy thing. We thought, what's the next zeitgeist? What's the next thing trending? This actually has a backstory and a reason why, and it's my personal story. But I'm not going to go right the way back. I've been in marketing for over 30 years now. I've had success, made millions, lost millions, invested in the right and the wrong things. But as Stas would have told you, the key thing is having a mentor, someone to guide you. And throughout this whole process, I looked for inspiration with other people. But back in the day, some of you may resonate with this. When I used to do sales, I used to go to industrial estates and go and collect business cards and comp slips. Then I'd go home and I'd input all that data into my little laptop. And then I spend the next couple of days making phone calls to those people to try and get an appointment to go back and see them. And that seemed to be the sales process that everybody did. Apart from a Thursday morning where I get up ridiculously early and go and do one of these breakfast meetings. I then have 60 seconds to do a presentation. And then hopefully in a little breakout afterwards, I'll be able to do some, exchange and give someone my card and do business with them. This has all changed, obviously, since then, because we now do all these kind of things on Zoom. And I must admit, I can't wait to get back to that situation where we are pressing palms again and talking to people live. There's only so much you can do on things like Zoom calls and webinars, but it is great to interact. But it was on one such meeting like that, one of those breakfast meetings, where I actually saw somebody take my card out the little bowl that gets passed around, and they put it in the bin because they already had it. Now, I had mixed emotions. I don't know if any of you have experienced this, but I had mixed emotions, a little bit of anger, a little bit of frustration, but I wasn't, to the point where I was going to grab the card back out of the bin. I thought, let it go. I had a meeting already planned that I was heading off to, so I was in good spirits anyway. So off I trotted to my next meeting and came to the obligatory business card sharing bit where, I introduced myself and they introduced themselves. And guess what, guys? I had none in my pockets. I had none left. I checked my wallet, my briefcase, I had none. And what was running through my mind was that moment where the guy put my card in the bin, and it was an if only moment that made me look foolish slightly in a business capacity. And I thought to myself, you know what, I never ever want that to happen to me again. So on the journey home, I thought to myself, how can I ensure that I never run out of business cards again? And this was one of those epiphany moments. I was sitting on the train and I was looking at the people around me, and there was all these advertising sort of billboards you have on trains, eye level, but nobody was actually looking at them. All this advertising was going to waste. Everybody was staring down at their phones. No one was talking to them, no one's making eye contact. They're all looking at their phones. And it suddenly dawned on me that nobody throws their phone in the bin after a meeting. I know it sounds ludicrous, but that is really the reality of it. And I thought to myself, well, what if I can get my details on their phone? And that's where it all stemmed from, because we all have mobile phones and we use it for absolutely everything. We send texts, it's a camera, we make movies, we watch movies, listen to music, it's a calendar, it's our diary, it's a clock, we do social events, we send emails, we go on the web, and sometimes we actually use it as a phone. But there are pretty much apps for everything out there. And I thought to myself, well, what can I do that can add something to this ever-growing platform? And so the idea was, what about integrating a business card? Or even better, why not turn your smartphone into a universal digital marketing platform? And it seems really, really simple on the surface. So I figured, well, I can't be the only one that's done this. Surely there must be other companies out there that have created digital business cards. So I did a little bit of research, as you would, and I discovered there are a handful of companies out there, and well, less than 10 companies at the time. So I, like everybody else, I joined, you know, all these different companies, and I thought to myself, well, I want to see out what they do, how they do it. It made sense to me to do your market research. Now, I see a couple of people raise their hands. Guys, if you have questions, we're going to leave it till the end because I've got a lot to get through. And I'm going to give you out an email that we can follow on with questions after that, only because I'm conscious of time, okay? So hopefully I'll have answered the questions as we go along anyway. So I contacted all these companies through their, you know, various platforms. And the one question is, when you share your business card, paper or digital, and these are the 4 questions I pose to these people. How do you know who's got your card? Now, I know if I give out a paper card, I give it to someone, I know they've got that card and they give me their card and I give them a call, etc., etc. But what if they are passing it on to somebody? You know, what if they give them my details? How do I know that person's got my details? How can I follow up? None of them said that their software and the things that they do can actually supply that information. Okay, so I can't tell who's looking at my card and when they've looked at it. It was the next question. They were like, no, that can't give me that information. Okay, if somebody shares my card, you know, third party, do I get their details on their platforms? And they were, no, we can't give you that information. Okay, what if I want to thank somebody for passing on a lead? How do I know that that person has passed it on? And again, this information they couldn't supply for me. So now I had 4 very, very good reasons to go out and make what they're doing even better. So in the process, as we were starting to build it since 2017, we realized when the pandemic hit, now over 100 different digital business cards are out there. And most of them now are app-based. They're free versions, which, as Stas says, if it's free, it has no value. It really doesn't. What they're doing is collecting data, they're database building. And you can bet your bottom dollar that your data is going to go somewhere that you don't want, or they're going to be selling it on at some point, which always made me question the GDPR compliance of some of these companies that I came across that were giving free versions away or selling this really, really cheap. For me, it had no value. A lot of stuff they put on it to make it look sexy. You know, it's all fur coat and no knickers. It's one of those things, look great on the outside, but there's no substance there. So if you search for digital business cards, there's over 2 billion different Google results, but Go Paperless are still the only digital business card that can provide you the who, the when, and the how. That's who's got your card, when they opened it, and how they're looking at it. So basing that information, looking at that information, we then thought, okay, how can we make this more appealing? So we looked at everything else that everyone was doing and said, well, they all have their own flaws, but they also have their own merits. Some of them were limited on what they could do, so we did unlimited sharing capacity. We also made it SEO enabled, so it acts like a mini website. So the more people that use it or interact with your card, the further up the rankings you go. Unlimited usage and real-time updates. So every time you update your digital business card, when somebody opens it, they see the most recent version of your card and any updates that you've got on top of it. Combines all your social media links. You can add videos, images, and document hosting, add photographs, gallery, and digital animations or GIFs. Instantly updatable 24/7, 365 days a week, because you get your own account to go in and update it for yourself. It works on all platforms and all devices in your entire digital footprint in one place. A QR code and GPS locator, and it's GDPR compliant database builder. So it creates soft leads for you. So the next thing we did was seek advice. Now, anybody know who this chap is? Okay, put in the chat if you know who this is. Brilliant. Armand Marine, he's an internet marketer. Now, at the time when I started this, he was my go-to guy. He was my mentor. As I say, Staz is brilliant at what he does, guys. If you're going to get any leads, Staz is up and coming. He's a rock star. So go and join whatever he's doing. I would recommend it. But 3 or 4 years ago, this is the guy that I was chatting to. He's turned over 200 million in marketing. Look him up. He's absolutely amazing at what he does. And he suggested to me that apps were the way forward. So the process was, I'm going to start building an app. That's the way. So the advice was to write the spec and farm it out to build. So we went to Upwork and Fiverr and all those usual platforms that you can go to get specialist help. And we started creating this app. And then we engaged the legal team because we're dealing with people's information. And they brought, which cost an absolute fortune. But what they brought to our attention was an article in The Guardian about Facebook and the Cambridge Analytica data breach. That kind of made us worry about the process of building an app and dealing with people's data and how easy it is for people to access your personal data. So we kind of reviewed it all and thought to ourselves, okay, we don't want to get into any kind of lawsuits where people's data is being stolen. We know we've got a GDPR compliant platform that we're building, but we had some reservations about building an app. So after having spent a small fortune, we abandoned the idea and started looking again at what it is that we were doing. There was a period of frustration where we went back to our core team and started looking again and said, right, okay, we need to reevaluate while we're doing this, guys. Why digital cards? Well, the more research we did, the wider the problem, we thought, we weren't even aware of the issues surrounding it. But we discovered through talking to people who care about the environment, that 88% of business cards are discarded within the first 24 hours. Every year, over 10 billion non-recyclable business cards are put into landfill. 1 tree is used to print 25,000 business cards. 200 billion business cards are printed annually. 8 million trees could be saved annually. 2 mature trees provide enough oxygen for 1 person to breathe for a year. And one simple change can have a massive impact on our planet. So going digital will reduce your carbon footprint. And that doesn't even consider the amount of water that is used to process printing, etc. Now, I'm not saying we are anti-printing, because some of our best clients are printers, because what they're doing is taking the QR codes that we use and printing them on the back of their business cards. So clients get a best of both worlds. So they've got a digital copy. They're recommending that if you've got a business card, scan the QR code on the back, save that one on your phone. So if you ever lose the business card, you've got a digital copy on your phone. So now we'd reevaluated why we're doing Go Paperless. We thought to ourselves, well, Go Paperless believe that all of us have a responsibility to the environment, and simple change from paper to digital can have a massive impact on our carbon footprint and the planet. To that end, we contacted the World Land Trust, and they provided us with an opportunity so that every card that we sold, Go Paperless plant a tree in the areas of deforestation. So we were proud to join that, and we paid it forward. And another reason was that Sir David Attenborough is their patron, and he provided us with this quote, "The money that is given to the World Land Trust, in my estimation, has more effect on the wild world than almost anything I can think of." And we are one of the very few companies in the world that are allowed to use his branding and his marketing on our website as part of being part of the World Trust. But that came at a cost, so we paid it forward. And we bought in advance before we'd even launched the product officially. We were in beta testing at that point. We got a certificate to say that we planted trees in deforestation areas. But this gave 2 things to our customers. One, it let them know that we are here for keeps, and we weren't just giving it lip service. So we're very, very proud to be associated with them. So now we've established that the product is an environmentally friendly product, multi-platform device, compatible. It saves on printing costs and logistics, unlimited sharing capabilities, powerful marketing promotional tool, SEO enabled with Google ranking enablement, staff performance management and CRM. And I'll explain to all these features as we go through. Works on all platforms and devices, real-time updates, mirrors your brand identity, and GDPR compliant lead generation. But what's more sexy than that is that realization on the train when people were looking at their phones. I thought, well, if I can get my brand on their phone, it's probably the most coveted advertising space in the world. So if you can get your logo on somebody's phone, you've absolutely cracked it in the world of marketing. So we made sure that we could do that. So your entire online presence is in one easy to share trackable link. So when somebody clicks that link, your card would open. And all our clients, and this is just a handful of some of the designs that they've put together, it's a really, really intuitive platform. But what was great, we thought about how people would look at their card. Because if you're sharing it in a platform such as a Zoom call, you're sharing one link. So you're not sharing, your email address, you're not sharing your social media links all separately, your phone number, you're just sharing one digital card link that opens your card. And whatever platform they open it on, it resizes accordingly. So it almost replaces your website. So if you're on a desktop, laptop, tablet or phone, it opens up on whatever device in accordance to the size of the device you're opening on. Okay, and more recently, as people are going back to work, people are starting to utilize our monthly plan, and they're building their CVs and resumes because it's, you can cancel at any time. People are building a short-term business card or digital CV for themselves, sharing it how they want in social media, getting a job, and then that's them done. So it's serving a purpose. But the great thing is they can track all the people that are opening their card, all the companies that are sent to when they opened it, and see who it was that opened it. So for them, it's brilliant for following up. But as I say, it's transforming the way we market our businesses. That's obviously me before COVID started. I had short hair back then, but took the advantage of that. If you notice, there's a QR code there in the background. If I've got a Zoom background and I put my QR code in and people scan that whilst they're talking to me, and up comes my digital business card on their phone whilst we're chatting. Anyway, it changes the way we do our online marketing meetings, because you can just have one link you can post. It's got all your social media posts in there. But also, if you're going on social media, you only need to post one link, because it opens up everything else. Text and email communications, people sign off and say, oh, here's my digital business card, get in contact. QR code data collection. A lot of places while we were closed during lockdown, you in your platform, you can actually print out your QR code up to A4, stick it in your shop window, and put a little message saying, please scan here for more information, or just a little note saying, I'm sorry we're closed, but when we're open, we'll keep you informed. So scan our QR code, add your details, and we'll be in touch. For restaurants and places like that, that was an absolute lifesaver. Some of our clients who were restaurants and cafes had an absolute killing in terms of database building. So when they opened again, hundreds and hundreds of people had scanned their QR code. So people have gone to the extent where they're printing out smaller ones, sticking them in the back of their car, printing them on the back of T-shirts. So when they're in the queue in Tesco's or Waitrose or wherever it is, people are scanning the QR code and it's telling them about their business, which is absolutely fantastic. And also, obviously, you can embed it into your email signatures now. So it's a live link straight to your digital card. And all this information, guys, that you're collecting sits in a high value database of engaged leads, because it shows you the who, the when, the why, the how, how many contacts you have, how many card shares, if they've shared it on with other people, how many times it's been viewed, how many people times they've returned visit to it. And we'll go closer into detail onto that shortly. Now, if you have a company, as a business owner, you can never lose a lead again, because you own all the data, all the information that's shared. So if you've got a team of people, and we talk about places like hairdressers and car showrooms and that, the turnover in staff is incredible. And 9 times out of 10, those staff members will take the database with them. But if you control the digital business card that you build for them, they can only update their personal details. All the data you collect, or the sharing activity, you can review. So if a member of your team leaves, you can simply reassign the card. No more printing new cards because John's left and James has taken over. You just reassign the card. James updates his details as the replacement. So which means they will not be able to take the database of valued customers with them. You control all that data. And for larger companies, this is imperative that they control the data and the information about their staff and their clients. So some large organizations have taken this on, and that they've taken it to the next level where they export everything as a CRM point in their own database. But it just simply means that the greatest value of any company is their database, and make sure that no one can steal it. You control that as a company, which is absolutely brilliant. I'm going to go shortly through the editor. We've got an intuitive editor that enables you to mirror your brand. So if you know hex numbers and things like that for colors, got all your branding, it simply gives you a platform to add in just a copy and paste exercise. Stas said earlier, make it simple. It doesn't need to be overcomplicated. So we've simplified the platform as easy as we can so that people will literally just have a look at it, read it, go, yep, that makes total sense. But even more, we've added tips and hints. Every step of the way, you've got a little circle with a question mark in it, and that gives you information on what to do and a video. So if you click on the video link, it up pops a video on how to do that section. And in fact, we've got a whole learning center ready built. So even before you start, you can go into the learning center, watch it and think, right, this is what I need to do, get prepared before I even start. But don't do that yet, because if you do, you'll pay the premium price for our product. The whole point of today is to offer you, as participants of the Internet Business School, a discount and some special offers so that you can go ahead, get a free trial and pay a lot less than the public would if they went direct to the platform. So hold fire before you do anything else, because I'm going to give you a special link. So once you've built your card, it looks, similar to whatever, you've mirrored your brand, and so it looks like your website as well. The next stage is simply sharing it. So there's a little button on every single card that you build. There's a little share button, and it's really, really straightforward, right in the middle. So there you have your share button, and you simply click on that share button and decide how you want to share your card. If it's via email, then you simply put your name in, the recipient's name, the email, and a simple message saying something like, oh, hi, John, this is my digital business card. Please accept the GDPR and, so I can keep in touch with you. Now, as you see there, it says the first line is putting your name in. You only ever able to do that once, because after that, it will recognize it's you sharing your card. But if someone shares your card on, obviously they put their name in, so you know who has shared on your card, okay, and referred you. So when it gets to John's end, you can see, hi, Barry Sats from Go Paperless wants to connect with you. Hello, John, here's my new digital business cards. Please accept the invitation to view my card and opt in so I can keep in touch with you. Really straightforward. And that was the message of what I would have typed in to the message. He clicks on that, view his card, and then it comes up with the GDPR and I'm in. Now, all that data will now be placed in your dashboard so that you've got a record of it and when that happened. The next stage, if you want to share, is share by mobile. Now, this is slightly different because there are so many platforms out there. You simply need to click the copy to clipboard and it copies your URL. And then you can go either into your contacts and paste it in there and send your private message, or go into any of your social media. On the other end, so it works in reverse, the recipient will be asked to add their details. So when they open your card, it'll simply say, please add your details so I can keep in touch with you. So they put their name in, their email, and then choose how they want you to keep in touch. Now, because of GDPR, you can spam this out to as many people, but your hit rate will be really, really low because people don't like giving out their information. So what I would suggest is make sure when you send it to someone, just let them know that what it is your digital card, and you're keeping in touch with them. And it's great on a one-to-one basis. If you meet someone in a meeting, and you want to chat with them and say, listen, they give you their paper card and you say, listen, I'll send you my digital card shortly, or just do it there and then, just add their details into your phone and then send them a digital one. And that's really quite impressive. When someone, handed you a paper one and you give them back a digital one, that is really, they then compare that they've got a paper card, you've got a digital business card. It jumps a whole sort of generation forward. And we're fighting 500 years of tradition into having paper business cards. But people realize digital is the way forward. Phones are the new platform to do business on. So if someone wants to reshare your card, it works in exactly the same way. So someone has your card on their phone and someone said, oh, do you know someone that runs a charity, I've got some excess money, yeah, like we all have. But anyway, they simply click on that share button, share it with the person that's looking for a charity. And this can be anything, you know, whether you're a plumber, a builder, whatever your card may be. Put the details in of who shared it, the recipient's name, the email, and enter a message. You know, here's the digital card you were looking for. They get the opt-in. So you can see, guys, it's just a repetitive thing. It's not rocket science. Sharing via QR code. This is just brilliant. If someone scans that QR code, up comes your card. Okay, it's that simple. It just brings up the card, and it just says at the bottom there, please be aware of pre-fill automation. Your phone, a lot of phones will pre-fill the information that comes up, you know, John Smith at whatever. Just be mindful, if the two green buttons at the bottom don't come out, it just means there's a slight error, because sometimes the +44 will add the 0 after it for your mobile, and it will knock off the last number. So just double check if one of the little green buttons don't come up, because some automation on some platforms do mess around with it. We are playing with the code to try and fix that, but out of the thousands of different makes and models of phones out there, they all act slightly different. So just double check that as you go. But it's a really straightforward process. Scan the QR code, up it comes, they put their details in, you're building a database, they're opting into whatever it is that you're promoting. And as I say, all this information is recorded in your dashboard. And you can hover over each one of these items and see where you are. And if you're on your computer and want to share a card with someone that someone's chatting to you at home, simply do that within your dashboard at the same time. So you can click on the share button and up comes the same thing. It recognizes that you are the person in your dashboard. So you just need to put the recipient's name, their email, and add a short message, and that sends them the link to your card. As I say, in the dashboard, you can hover over how your card sharing is going, how many people have opened it. And if you look at this little sheet here, right at the very bottom one, on the third column along, you've got Fiona, and she shared it via QR code. That little symbol means share my card via QR code. So if you go one up, I can see that Tarek shared my card with Sarah. Sarah left her mobile number. Next one up, Ken shared my card with Barry, who left his mobile number. And I shared my card with Vicky, who left their mobile number. So you can see on the final status, I've opened that, I've called that person. You got little drop downs in there that you can just tick off what you're doing, what the status is. So your customers can become your secret sales force simply by sharing your digital card. And Go Paperless is the only card that tracks the shares and reshares, providing you with a genuine GDPR compliant soft lead database, including their name, date and time, email, mobile, and most importantly, permission to contact them because they have opted in. Now, we're not sitting back on our laurels. Go Paperless is still pushing forward, exploring new technologies and leading the way in providing the most comprehensive and versatile digital marketing platform in the world. And that is no joke. We've got an icebox of over 150 suggestions over the last couple of years while we've been beta testing. We've had lots of customers have written into us with ideas, and we have simply said, yes, we can do that. Let's put it to the icebox. So as we're growing, we are adding more things. So you guys who are getting involved now will get the benefit of all those new things coming on board, such as language packages, scanning QR, other people's business cards, and it pre-populates your sharing information, all sorts of little bits and pieces like that. So I'm going to quickly jump out of this. We're going to come back into it in a second, and we are going to I'm going to show you a live demonstration. So if you've had a look at the website, you'll see here on the right hand side, this is what the website will do. If you looked at it on your mobile, obviously it looks bigger, and it gives you the prices of what it is if you want to purchase a card from there. So I'm going to show you, this is a little one I built for the Internet Business School for myself. I'm just going to show you how easy is it to create something like this. I know that Simon's built one as well, and pretty much mirrors mine, but all the courses that I'm doing with Simon that I'm doing are all in here. So I'm using this as my marketing platform because I'm part of Simon's affiliate program, and you see people can scan this, so they want to do a course, they can purchase into it. You can see where my GPS locator there. They've got videos inbuilt promoting Simon's book until mine's finished. And then links to the various opportunities that Simon provides on the Internet Business School. But there's all my details, and there's an animated GIF as well. So I'm going to show you how simple it is. Really, really quick whistle stop flow. So brilliant. So I'm just going to add, and you'll be able to see how this builds as we go. So you see a little Daffy Duck down there. Everybody just let me know how we're still doing. You're okay? Excellent. Brilliant. Oh, you're all good. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Lorena. Brilliant. Tanya, Jerry, brilliant. I'm right. We're all still with me. This is great news. Thank you very much for sticking around. Okay, so you'll see the card change as we go. So in there, got name. And as you register, guys, it will pre-populate some of these things already. So my name turned up there, qualifications, online marketing genius. OMG, job title, OMG. Have fun with it, guys. This is a really intuitive platform. As you do it, it builds. Email address, mobile number, put the mobile number in there, 07980282101, and things start to happen because you'll need to put your mobile in to obviously receive text and things like that. What thing's really important is you'll have a unique URL, so you get to choose what your URL needs to be. Okay. And obviously, if it comes up red flagging, it means somebody else has already got there before you, but don't mind, keep searching. Social media links. So as you start adding them, I'm just going to put the Go Paperless URL in there. In fact, what I'll do, I think I opened up, there we go. There's, show how easy it is. I'm copying and pasting straight from the Internet Business School. There's his Facebook URL. So there's the first link that's come up. There is the YouTube channel from the Internet Business School. There's YouTube. And it literally, guys, it is just a case of copy and pasting your LinkedIn in there, your Twitter feed. And as you can see, they all start popping up as the card grows. And we're going to change all these colors in a moment. It will show a maximum of 5 buttons at any one time, but you can pre-fill all of them and just tick on and off which ones you want to show. So if you look there, I'm ticking them off and ticking them back on again. So you can choose whichever ones you want to show. You got Snapchat in there, you got a blog, you got a podcast, you got Pinterest, and then we're adding more as we go, as more things become available to us. Background, you can choose background colors. You've got an interactive, whoa, that's a bit scary, but for this purposes, that's what we're gonna do. You can add images as your background. Okay, so here we are, sold out. Bang, got a big sold out sign. You can then put an overlay if you really want to on your background, overlay color. Let's see what happens there. It's going to be frightening. Show overlay. That's got a lovely pink. That's disgusting. We'll leave that off. Logo, what appears at the top of your card. So let's throw in an action, my amazing company. Then you see the card builds in there. Oh my word, that is a really bad purple, isn't it? Let's just make that darker or lighter as the case may be. There you go, you can actually see it now. So my amazing company. And then down at the bottom, the icon. Now the icon is what saves to your mobile phone if someone decides to share and add the icon to the phone. So you've got a little icon. And also, if you know much about what they call favicons and icons, in your URL at the top of the page, you have a little icon there that shows you a link to a website. So your little favicon will fit in there. And as you see, guys, this is really easy. Click done once you get to there. Then we come to styling, your business name. So just put your business name in there. Sometimes if people are in the areas of where the internet isn't great, this will come up first, my amazing company. My amazing company. And that can be whatever color you want. The message, so you can have a tagline. I am awesome. Awesome, there you go. It's all got autocorrect in there. So you can see that there coming up in white. make that black so you can actually see it better. But not happy with the font of that one. You know, I want to make that font. And I want to make the body copy a slightly different font. I want to go there. So you can see all changes. You have complete control on the fonts, the colors. My name, do I want it? Oh, let's have it in red. Yeah, that's better. The buttons. Right, let's have a look. The body copy, we're going to do that in black. So you can see the copy there changed to black. My social button, well, the hyperlinks and buttons, we're going to do that in purple, or that's disgusting, but it works. And social links, a lot of people use blue for social links because that seems to be the thing. So there's presets, which are social colors, if you look. So you can see I'm starting to build my card. So that's just your basics on layout and everything else. Then it gets into the more interesting stuff. URLs to websites, descriptions. So you put your website in there. So I'm just going to throw that in, well, just Go Paperless. And so my website link there, that's all hyperlinked. Then put a description in there, what you do. So I can just pinch that there. See how this is building, guys? Really, really straightforward. And then URLs. If you've got an About Us page, so I put in there about my amazing company. Boom, there's the link. So there is a link. And then you can add another one and another one and another, as many as you want, but don't waste it in there. You've got promotions. You can throw promotions in there. Here's a little card that I did for a South African shop. They wanted a promotion, and we have a done for you service, guys. So you want to do a promotion, really, really straightforward. If you have other databases you want to market to, this is what happens. We create a little offer for you, and it's a done for you service. And that goes through to a separate link where you can say, join us today, get email alerts for special offers, boom, boom, add your details below, because I'm sure we've all got our own little databases that we're building. They add their details to this, they join us, and those go straight through to your email wherever you want, and you can pre-populate your database at home. So that's one stage further we go, and we have a as done for you service if you want to add that link to your card as well. Okay, it's got promotion. So you simply would add a promotional picture. There you go. Promotion, latest offer with a link that goes in there. And the text, get more customers. Boom. And there's the link underneath there. So if we go to news, same thing, guys. Works in exactly the same way. Latest news. If you've got a blog or something, put your blog in there. You know, call to action. Again, really, really straightforward. Listen to stairs. Okay. And there you go. It might take you straight through to, well, you know, a website or a video or a blog or whatever you want to do. So it's keeping people up to speed. Things like videos. Now, at this moment in time, we've got YouTube, because YouTube is probably the most used channel for videos. There is Wista and Vimeo. We're going to be adding soon to do exactly the same. But YouTube seems to be the 90% of all videos are on YouTube rather than the other platforms, but we will be adding them later. So there we go. That has a link straight through to Simon's latest song. I think that's right. Must sort out my spelling. And I know Simon for his YouTube channel, he spells it with 2 I's, so you can find it. So there you go, adding videos. Gallery is one of my favorites. I'm not going to populate the gallery with lots and lots of stuff, but let's go to this one here. In the gallery, as you can see, has hundreds, and it's literally a case of adding a picture after a picture after picture after picture. And each one of these are interactive links. So if I was to click onto there, it would take me through to that course. Okay, so you can have as many links on there as guys. There's no limit. So it's simply add the image, and if you've got products or so, put your catalog in there. That's that's even better. And for that measure, I'll show you. You can actually upload documents as well. Gallery location. It's a case of putting your street name in there. London. I'm actually in Kent. I'm on the actual road up the road from Simon. So you've got location in there. And then your opening times. So you can add 24-hour clock or 12-hour clock, add an additional opening time. So if you're open Saturdays and Sundays, alternatively. So guys, it's really, really intuitive. If you go back to About Us, see this little cloud here. Now, if I add another product, I can actually upload a document. Got none in my pack there, but it will allow me to upload that as a separate image. Okay, download my image. So there you can see, download my image, and there is the document there. So if you've got brochures and things like that, you want to get out there to the people, there you go. Click onto that and off you go. That will download. So guys, you can see it's really, really straightforward, and you can create more cards, as many as you want. I mean, in here, I've got loads, loads of cards I've created. Obviously, each one is subject to its own billing, but you can check as you go how it looks on a desktop, how it looks on a tablet, and how it looks on your phone. So you leave nothing to chance, guys. It's really, really simple. And when you're ready, simply click buy now. It'll take you through the payment process. As I say, along the way, you can watch videos.
Hi, I'm Barry from the Go Paperless.
Recognize the voice?
This short tutorial tells you how.
I'm trying to guide you all the way through this to make it as easy as possible. Okay, so we're going to jump back out of this, guys, and I'm going to go back into the presentation, if that's okay, and just conclude with how it all works and where we go from here. So hopefully you can all see this again. Next slide. I'm going to skip through this, guys, because we're running out of time. I'm really, really conscious of this. And this is foremost popular ways of making money. One is marrying it. Second is suing, and I've got lots of anecdotes to go around with this, but I am really conscious of the time now. Trading time for money, guys. That's where most of us are at. But if you listen to what Stas says, and a lot of the other mentors that we see on Saturday School, they talk about networking and affiliate programs. What we've done is created a networking and affiliate program that sits behind this as well. Okay, because what we all do is put all our eggs in one basket. I know so many of my friends that had jobs prior to the pandemic, and it changed their lives because the job wasn't there at the end. So this opportunity has helped an awful lot of my friends and family, for that matter, because what we all do is we spend more time planning for holidays than we do for our future. But so the question is, I need to ask myself, don't wait until you're thirsty before you dig your well. All right, try and prepare for the future. And whatever it is you decide, whether it's this or not, it doesn't really matter, guys. I'm one for equal sort of opportunities, because this isn't for everybody. But be decisive, right or wrong, make a decision. The road of life is paved with flat squirrels who couldn't make a decision. Should I go left? Should I go right? I don't know. Splat, it's too late. You missed the opportunity, okay, to get out there. And I know that sounds cruel, but it's so true as a metaphor for life. Anyway, so I'm going to move on to the important stuff and how you can make this into a business. Go Paperless business model is just simply based on a team of supported resellers who receive a commission from personal sales and the introduction of other resellers. It's nothing more than that. It's the same as most affiliate and networking programs that are out there. And I'm literally going to whiz through this really, really, really quickly. Okay. So what does a digital card cost? If you looked at the website, direct from the website, it's $149.97, whether it's euros, dollars, or sterling. I think dollars is exempt of tax because we're a UK-based company. So the offer that we're going to do today for you is 1/3 off, and it's a limited offer. So you're going to get 1/3 off, £50 off, basically, if you join up today. And I'm going to send you the link to sign up for that later, and that will give you can open your account, free account, and when you come to pay for it, when you're ready to happy to share it and everything else, you've got access to all the tutorials and all the information behind it, and access direct to me to email me if you have any questions. I don't mind jumping on a separate Zoom call and answering any questions when you need it. And that's just $99.97 per annum. And then you don't have to renew it the following year. That's entirely up to you, but you've got it for a year. We also offer a $9.97 if you use the same link I'm going to give you, $9.97 a month just to trial it. We've got a 14-day back money guarantee. So yeah, it's negligible, under £10 per month. They have a digital business card that you can use and create a database. Absolutely brilliant, if you ask me. But I would say that because it's my product. If you're interested in the opportunity, I'm going to show you simply how to create a personal sales income, build a business of your own, and create a residual income. So you can become a reseller if you wish, and that includes in your reseller pack, you have a portal, a complete admin platform, a resource center with all the tools and assets for you to build your business. And you get 2 blank cards on top of your reseller portal that you can build for your business. Give one away if there's 2 people in your business, you know that, or use one as a demo card, which a lot of people do. And I'll send you an invitation. All you need to do is sign up, pay for your product, and then publish, and you are ready to rock. And you'll get an affiliate link to a landing page, and that landing page will be tied into everything that you do going forward. So any customer that creates a card through you, that link will be transferable for everything that they do as well, all the sharing. So it all tracks back to your platform. So you can see you got top there, you've got dashboard, you've got network, it will show you your genealogy, you've got a referral manager there, you've got all the information you need in your starter pack. So a resource center, it'll show you your commission history. So we left nothing to chance, guys. I would go through it all, but again, conscious of time. The only thing, as I say, you need to choose your own personal URL for your landing page. The try for free has been taken because that's what I use, but you can have it as yourself if people know you. But we say to people, you don't need to promote Go Paperless. You can promote your own personal business cards because you're going to have 2 cards in there. And those 2 cards are for your business. You don't need a second job. Promote your own business. Use our platform to promote whatever it is you want to promote. Because if somebody clicks on it and you're a reseller, you get that commission anyway. Okay, so it's prefixed with gpdigitalcards.com / and whatever your URL wants to be. And I say it's embedded with a unique tracking link that links all the way back to yourself. Okay, and once you're a reseller, you can start sharing that landing page with whoever you want. They'll go through to it. They'll think, well, it looks identical to the website, but it's tracked to you. Okay, and it offers them a discount as well, because you'll be able to offer that 1/3 discount to all the customers and all the people you want to share it with. They can't get that anywhere else other than through a reseller. So if they go to the website, think they're going to get a better deal? No. And if they come to us direct, we ask them where they got the link and ask them to share with us the link, so we can actually refer them back to the reseller that introduced them. Because again, it needs to be fair, and people aren't going to get a better deal unless they go through a reseller itself. But at the bottom of the card, they've got a try for free link. In fact, there's 13 try for free links on the landing page you share with them. And what happens is they get their 1/3 discount, but you get 25% commission of that sale. So if they're going to spend 99 quid on a card for themselves, you get 25 quid of it. And that's the long and the short of it, guys. So whether it's on your personal digital card that you build for your business, they've still got a try for free button on the bottom. And guess what? If they click on it, they get a discount, and because it's linked to your landing page, and they get you get 25% commission. So if they share the card on, or your card on, or their card on with anyone, and they decide they would like a card, guess what happens? Yep, those people also get 1/3 discount, and you get 25% commission. Anyone notice a pattern forming here? Yep, thought so. And it's really, really straightforward. They use the button in the middle. It all goes through in the same process. If Jane has a business of her own and she decides she's going to share it with her customers, they all get the 1/3 discount because are directly associated with you as a reseller. So as I said, your clients become your secret sales force, inadvertently. But the Corner Club, old Phoebe, might not ever know who you are, but that really doesn't matter because they're sharing and sharing and sharing and sharing. They like the idea for themselves. Unless they know about the opportunity themselves and come to a meeting like this, you get the 25% of all the hard work that they're doing, and they'll want to share it with all their customers, and so you get 25% of every sale, well, no matter how apart it is, until, as I say, there is another reseller in between you and that next sale. And how do you get more resellers involved? Well, I'm literally going to show you now. So building a business, introducing a new reseller. Well, I don't know if you guys remember back in the 70s, there was a whole thing about Ponzi schemes and pyramids and all the rest of it. And there is a rule of thumb that there has to be sales in between introducing a new reseller or an affiliate to a product. There has to be a sale in between that. You can't just join people up for the sake of joining and make money out of that. That is outlawed by the Direct Selling Association. So to qualify for your own business, you simply need to sell 5 cards. Once you've sold those 5 cards, and that's really easy to do. Most people share the card 12 times in the first 72 hours, and a sale will come out of that within the first 48. Happens every single time, because people say, I like this. This is the new sexy thing I have to have. It's magpie mentality. People just like it and they want to buy it. And for the sake of $9.99, $9.97 a month or 100 quid a year, people just go, yep, I'll have one of them. It's negligible. It helps me promote my business. And when they see what it can do and how easy it is to build, it is absolutely great. So once you've sold your 5 cards, in your portal, it'll open up another segment where you can start introducing other resellers. You'll get a referral manager, and you'll see the reseller green button has now been activated. And someone online, some of your customers will say, I really want to be a reseller. I love the whole idea of this. Or you're sitting in the pub chatting to someone, and they're looking for an opportunity. You say, you know what, I'll send you an invitation. You just need to put their name in there, their email, click the reseller button, and send the invitation. All the hard work is done because they get an invitation with all the details explained, videos, the whole shebang. You don't need to worry about it at that point. And if they got any questions, they'll come back to you. But you can track it, guys. That's the great thing about it. You can track who you sent to, who's opened the emails, who's accepted it, and more importantly, who's purchased. And if you sent an email to someone, it'll tell you the date. If they haven't opened it, you need to just touch base with them saying, listen, I sent you an invitation. It was on the 8th of February. You haven't opened it yet. Then you can resend the invitation if you really want to, but ask them to search for it. But it allows you to keep track of everything that's going on. Okay. And again, they can then start sharing the card exactly the way you did. And guess what? They can offer a 1/3 discount to their customers. They get 25%, but you get 5% of all their efforts. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So they've done all the work, but for introducing them, you're getting 5% of all their card sales. And that just continues. So let's take that one further, and they want to introduce another reseller. They sell their 5 cards, they introduce a new reseller, they get 5% of that person's detail, but you get 2% of that 3rd tier. Now this goes on and on and on, and I'm hoping this makes sense, but duplication is the key. Once you've taught someone how to do it, they will teach somebody else. In fact, if you can't be bothered to teach anyone, we can teach them. Just bring them along to one of our open meetings. We can teach them everything you need to do. Just make sure you've sent them the right invitation. Okay, but there are 10 levels of commission. Okay, 10 levels of commission, and that adds up to 40%. You don't need to count it, but you might not know anybody from level sort of 6 to 10. We've got people with genealogies go to Australia, South Africa, you name it, and they're based in Tunbridge in Kent. They're just building businesses. So, guys, all this information is in the back end when we go to those who want to get involved. I'll share all this with you. You'll have it as a package anyway, so you'll be able to see it. Residual income. Bottom line to all of this is, every year, as you notice, it's subject to an annual renewal. So you can build your business with it, be hundreds of resellers and customers, and it's just getting larger and larger and larger. Every single one of these customers, every single one of the resellers are all subject to an annual renewal. And every time they renew, you receive the same 10 levels of commission. So it's 25% for all your customers. Anyone on tier 2, it's 5% for all those customers. Tier 3, 2% for all those customers. Tier 4, 2%, and it goes on and on and on and on. Now, our retention rate, because we've been doing this for a couple of years, is about 75%, because people have built databases they don't want to lose, so they renew. So how brilliant is that? So even with that, with that sort of drop off, new people are coming on more and more and more. And as the youngsters, the millennials are getting the hang of this, they're starting to buy cards, just so they can show off to their friends. because they love the whole social aspect. They're taking photos of food before they've even eaten it, then posting it on their latest update on their digital card. It's become the new sort of trendy thing, but we allow people to update it because it's editable, so that they can then use it, for business later on, because it's an editable card. But this goes on for year on year, building you a substantial business and residual income. Now, as I said, there is a huge support network behind this. You've got a resource center, that you've got videos, any question you can think of. Over the last year and a half, we have built a database of questions. So the knowledge base is extensive. And if you do have a question, simply put it in there and it's live feed. So you get answered straight away. Okay, so we've got everything in there. And again, guys, I would go through it in depth, but I'm not going to. You've got a starter, getting started when you become a reseller. There's a whole interactive starter pack with videos as PDFs and things like that. So you've got everything in there. Best things to do in your first 7 days. We've got PDFs of case studies. So if someone said, oh, have you got a card for a restaurant? Yes, of course, we have got a case study, and we've got a live card that you can use and show someone. So no matter what industry you're in, we have a card built. And if we don't have it, call us and we'll create one. We have a case study, as I say, barbers, charities, professional services, restaurants, and obviously how to build your digital card. Again, an interactive document that you get so you can read it, watch it. Say live cards for every industry you can think of. We built them. And if you get stuck, there is a help. I'm at the other end of the help on the phone, and we have a team of people in the Ask a Question, and our little elves that help us. So if you want to get involved, guys, this is how much it costs. Okay. Reseller pack is $449.91 for a year. And a lot of people start off with that. And that's our standard package that goes across the board, whether it's euros, dollars, or pounds. And it depends on what value you add to this. It means you're going to get 25% of every card sold. If you're just a customer, you just have a card. You don't make any revenue. But if you want to make money out of it, it's really, really straightforward. Includes your reseller portal plus 2 digital cards. Okay. You receive the 10 levels of commission, and commissions paid the 28th of every month. So no matter, where you are in your business, every month, you've got some sort of income, and it's trackable, obviously, in your commission history, in your dashboard. You can see where you are and what to expect every month. All you need to do is provide us with your bank details. We'll send you an email saying you're due to commission. Please provide your bank details, and we transfer it to whatever bank you want anywhere in the world. And there you go. You don't have to tell the partner that it exists. And it's willable, guys. That's the other thing. Providing you pass your personal details and inform us that you want to pass it over to somebody else, as long as they've got your login details, they can take over the account, and we will transfer the information on where the money gets paid afterwards. But we obviously need your permission. So yes, that is a question that comes up often. Is it willable? Yes, it is. Okay, lifetime membership. This is where the magic happens, guys. So the standard pack is $449.91. If you go on our website, the lifetime reseller pack is $1,997.97. Okay, plus tax. What we're offering today is a 25% discount, which is 500 quid off, 1498. But the first 10 people are going to get that with a 30% discount. So that's £600 off. So that brings it down to 1398. Offer it, guys. We offer a payment plan and everything else. So I'm not going to give you a link to say buy now or disappear. I'm going to leave this open for anyone who is part of the Internet Business School and is on this call today. I'm going to give you details just to contact me. We can chat through how you want to take it forward. Some people are asking, are there agency versions? We are working on what we call a white label version, so people can just pick this up and dump this and have it on their own platform. We're actually talking to a huge organization in MENA in the Middle East who want to take this forward as a franchise. So we're looking at all avenues, but it's early days. You just let us know what you're looking for, and then we can see if we can apply that. If you have a large corporation, obviously there are discounts for cards that you can offer to your teams. But again, we can discuss that all a little bit later. So lifetime membership, what does it include? Well, your no more renewal bills costs ever for any of your cards. That's it. It's all included. So your platform, there's no renewal costs. With the package of cards that come with it, there's no renewal costs. So if you've got a team of people, in your business. You get all the, there's a limited number, but you get a section of cards for those guys. We help you build it. You've got one-to-one tuition. Every future update is included. And as I said, we've got 150 different things being built in the background, and that includes language packages, scanning and automation of uploading information, CRM integration, all sorts of bits and pieces that is being built, and based on real life situations. And because we've had over 100 resellers beta test this for over the last year and a half, and they've come back, from people who do events and things like that, saying it would be great if you scan the QR code, it did X, Y, and Z. So we're looking at that and how to integrate it. It would be good if you had a WYSIWYG in the background, so I can make fonts bolder, larger, stretch them out, for people hard of seeing, animated GIFs as backdrops, all sorts of things like that, all being worked on. So any future updates that will have for other people will have a cost, because, an extra $1.50 here, there, or $10, depending on the large, the capacity. This is all included. So say it's 150 different items in our icebox. Personal Zoom calls and marketing tutorials. Part of being the Internet Business School is I've been around for over 30 years as a marketer anyway. So if you Google me, my name will be associated with books and promotions and videos on YouTube, you name it, because I am a marketing consultant. You'll have, for your own business, if you get a Go Paperless card and everything else, I'll help you within your own business market it and show you the best ways to market, help you create your videos, etc. So that all comes part of your package. Live event invitations. We have live events coming up once we're all allowed to go back out and stop wearing masks. And if you still want to wear masks, it's entirely up to you. But when we go back to live events, these will be paid events in hotels. You will be automatic invitation. So when we do big events at stadiums and things like that, which is our future goals, you'll get an invitation to that as complimentary and be part of the VIP team and go backstage and meet the speakers. That's all part of the deal. Additional cards, packages, as we said, and you're having a personal account manager. Again, if you get stuck or want to do a presentation to another company, you have a client who is a fairly big client, we will do the presentations for you. You don't need to know how Go Paperless works. We are there to support you. So we've got a complete support network. Okay. So there you go, guys. That is the overview. Here is the commissions one last time. So every sale you make, direct or indirect, so that's if someone sells a charge card, you get 25% commission. It's £25. 5 card sales qualifies you to get a new reseller. For that in itself, you get 125 quid if you sell 5 cards, and you get £112 for a new reseller coming on board. And the introduction to reseller lifetime, if you know someone who likes the idea of lifetime, you get 449 quid for that introduction. Okay, level 2 commission, and this is for someone you've introduced who's doing the work. If they sell their 5 cards, you get £25 for those cards. If they introduce a new reseller, it's £22. If they introduce a lifetime, you get £99 for that. So ask yourself the question. I know an awful lot of people, and I've been around the block for a while, and I've joined most of these, I'll be honest with you, but the networking world has got a whole lot easier since we introduced it. So we have a lot of UW users, utility warehouse users use this card. Herbalife people, Tropic, Forever Living, Juice Plus, Avon, including Amway. And I did Amway back in the 90s. But I didn't realize all these people were still around. We created templates for these guys to use. We have a done-for-you service that we offer. But suddenly it opens up a whole new platform for these guys, because not only do they promote the cards down to the downline, but actually they're selling digital cards to their upline. So they're making money whilst they're making money. It's a very rare situation where you can actually promote a product to your upline on a tool that you're using to promote your business. So if you understand that networking concept, this is a fantastic tool. And as I say, we have all these templates ready made. So you just need to give us the personal information. We create the card on your behalf as a done-for-you service. So if you know anybody in those networks, this is absolutely brilliant for them. So in closing, guys, all you simply need to do now is choose option 1, 2, or 3 and email me. And then that's it. Just give me a little bit of detail. Just leave me your name, obviously your email address. If you want me to call you, just put your mobile number there, but it'll be predominantly for an email straight away. But yeah, just say I want option 1, so I want to create a digital card, and I will send you an invitation direct to you so you can start building your digital card. And that's 99 quid because you get the 1/3 off. If you want a standard annual reseller package, then fine, no problem at all. I'll send you an invitation to that and you can sign up for that. If you want option free lifetime, that's a longer discussion, guys, because then obviously I appreciate not everybody's got you know, a chunk of money to throw away, but we will have a conversation and we'll work out a monthly deal or whatever it is that you want to do, because we want to help you build your businesses. And as we build, as we grow, you're going to grow. And it'll be nice to, you know, continue building that family and give you that support that you need all the way through. Okay, so I'm going to leave that up there for a second, and I'm now going to jump across to the questions and chat to see if there's anything else I missed. Yes, you can. Louise De Silva, you can do option 1 and upgrade as you go. That's not a problem at all. So you just contact me when you want to upgrade and I will honor this package. Okay. Yes, I agree, Lorena. It's a lot of information to take on too quickly. So if you just email me, I will send over the how-to and the getting started document. Anyone else who wants those, then great. Just email me and I'll send over that so you guys can actually have a look at it in more detail. If you go onto the website itself, guys, anyway, you can have a look, or I can send you a link and you can just go in and open a free account. You don't have to pay for it. Just go in there, open a free account. When you're ready, purchase it. If you don't want to purchase it, doesn't matter. But at least you have access to all the information, the learning center and all that stuff, so that you can make an educated decision as to whether or not that is for you. Okay. So as I say, Lorena, if you want to do that, just email me. Andrew, yes, you can. To yours, Andrew Milburn. Dave, can the car system be used outside the UK selling? Yes, of course. As you saw there, we got do URLs. The website will logically work out your IP address, and if someone is logging in Europe, everything will show in euros. If they're logging across seas in America, etc., everything will show in dollars. If they're in the UK, it'll be in UK and sterling. So no matter where it is you are in the world, guys, the software that we've created and the platform we've created recognizes your IP address and what country you're in. Unless you're using a VPN, then you can cheat the system, but it will give you in the currency that you're in. So yes, Dave, the answer is you can use it outside the UK, and it works brilliantly across the world. And we're trying to make sure. The only problem we're having is, and I'll be straight up, guys, is Blackberries. Blackberries are when people can use their card on their desktop, but when they put it on their Blackberries have a whole new system. And I don't know anyone who has one, but a lot of people in Canada and America still have Blackberries. Bless them. They need to get with the 21st century, but it's still out there. Is it similar to Linktree? Well, you be the judge of that. Have a look at Linktree. I don't know what Linktree offers you. I've joined an awful lot of things to see what the best of the best is, and a lot of the resellers that we have looked at all the other platforms out there on our behalf as well and said, look, these guys have this, can we integrate it? The answer is always yes. We put it in our development curve as we grow. Okay. Okay, link please. Thank you. Okay, brilliant stuff. Okay, fine. Okay, we have a Facebook and support forum. It is very limited. What I would chat to Dave, and that's Scarrett. Email me first, Dave. I will send you a link because we have a support forum every Wednesday and Thursday. Excuse me. We do. Every Wednesday and Thursday, first Wednesday, Thursday every month, we do an open evening where we explain this presentation again, obviously without the discounts, and we do a Q&A. On a Thursday, we have what we call a resellers forum meeting. It's hosted by one of our top resellers, a lady called Badil, and she will send you out an invitation. So if you want that invitation, you're more than welcome to come along. It'll give you all the times and everything else. It's usually in the evening. We used to do it in the afternoon, but a lot of people were at work. It's now in the evening. And that's every Thursday. So first Wednesday and Thursday of every month is any new people that you want to come bring along and see the opportunity. It's there on the first, and on every Thursday of every month is, I think it's 7 p.m. We have an open forum for any resellers to come along, ask questions, and now we found that works a lot better. We are building our Facebook forum. We're just again, it was a case of getting everything launched and getting the right people in the right places to manage all of that for us. So that's in hand. So, but Dave, if you want to email me, I'll send you all those details and you can come and join us there. And there we are. Brilliant stuff. Guys, I hope that helped you, and I will now be jumping over to my emails. And I think that's about it. It's 22 minutes past 12. And I'm going to wrap it up now. So it's cst@GoPaperless.eu. I'm going to mute myself and log off now. I'll leave that there for a few moments, and then you can, anyone who wants to email me, go ahead and we'll take it from there. So guys, thank you so much for your patience and sticking with it. I know it's been a long day already. I'm hungry. I'm sure you are. I'm certainly thirsty. I need to go get a cup of tea. And I hope to speak to a lot of you very, very shortly. If you have any questions I haven't answered, guys, please email me. Don't be afraid. There's no such thing as a stupid question. And as I say, been around this for a long time. And if you've got an idea for a card, not quite sure how to build it, I've got a support team. I can help you personally. If you join the lifetime, you've obviously got me there for whenever you need me. And we have people from across the pond that email me 10 o'clock at night. And because I'm in marketing, I'm a night owl as well. So we have a day team and an evening team. So it doesn't really matter if you get stuck. And when you come, if you do decide to join and you speak to some of the other guys who are doing lifetime, they'll testify that no task is too big or too little. Most important, the support is there, and that's what we all need in these times. So thank you so much, everyone. I'm going to mute myself now, and you enjoy the rest of your weekend. You take care now.